Good morning, everyone. I hope that you are all having a lovely week. It's Tuesday, so it's time for us to come together again and spend some time just reflecting and some time worshipping God. So we're going to start our special time this morning by lighting our candle. And we're going to say, Jesus is the light of the world. Shine, Jesus, shine. We are going to sing Plans this morning, which is our song that goes alongside our visions and values at our school of nurture, grow and flourish, and our verse which tells us that God knows all the plans that he has for us.
From the breaking of the daylight, help us see the world through your eyes. Finding beauty in the broken, trusting promises you've spoken. You've got plans to give us a future and a hope. We are not forgotten, we are not alone. Plans to lead us home into your heart. You are always with us, everywhere we are. You stay loyal for a lifetime, through the shadows and the sunlight. When our worries overtake us, we believe that they won't break us. You've got plans to give us a future and a hope. We are not forgotten, we are not alone. Plans to lead us home into your heart. You are always with us, everywhere we are. Goes on and on, your love will never stop, shining down upon us, never letting up. On and on, your love will see us through. Even in the shadows, we will trust in you. You've got plans to give us a future and a hope. We are not forgotten, we are not alone. Plans to lead us home into your heart. You are always with us, everywhere we are. Plans to give us a future and a hope. We are not forgotten, we are not alone. Plans to lead us home into your heart. You are always with us, everywhere we are. Goes on, your love will never stop, shining down upon us, never letting go. On, your love will see us through. Even in the shadows, we will trust in you.
I'm sure lots of you were dancing around your living rooms or around the classroom to plans this morning. We're going to focus on our value of truthfulness again today, and we're going to think about the word truth and the importance of telling the truth. So I want you to have a quiet time now, either with the people at home or the people in school, and just have a think about why it's important to always tell the truth. I wonder what reasons you came up with. I came up with a couple. I think it's really important to tell the truth because it means people can then trust you. If you want to have really good friendships with other people and really good relationships with other people, there has to be trust in that relationship. And if you tell the truth and you're honest about things, then people can trust you and depend on you, and they're more likely to want to be your friend, aren't they? I wonder what ideas you came up with. Truth features in a lot of different religions, like the Ten Commandments from the Jewish tradition, and Jesus when he said, "I am the truth."
Blondin was a famous tightrope walker and acrobat. He's perhaps best known for his many crossings of a tightrope, 1,100 feet in length, suspended 160 feet above Niagara Falls in the USA. His act would be watched by large crowds and begin with a relatively simple crossing using a balancing pole. Then he would throw away the pole and amaze the onlookers. On one occasion, he crossed the tightrope on stilts. On another occasion, blindfolded. Another time, he stopped halfway to cook and eat an omelette. In 1860, a royal party from England came to watch Blondin perform. After his normal spectacular crossings, he then wheeled a wheelbarrow from one side to the other as the crowd cheered. Next, he put a sack of potatoes into the wheelbarrow and wheeled that across. The crowd cheered louder. Then he approached the royal party and asked the Duke of Newcastle, "Do you believe that I could take a man across the tightrope in this wheelbarrow?" "Yes, I do," said the Duke. "Ah, hop in," replied Blondin. The crowd fell silent, but the Duke of Newcastle would not accept Blondin's challenge. "Is there anyone else here who believes I could do it?" asked Blondin. No one was willing to volunteer. Eventually, an old woman stepped out of the crowd and climbed into the wheelbarrow. Blondin wheeled her all the way across and all the way back. The old woman was Blondin's mother, the only person willing to put her life in his hands.
Blondin was a tightrope walker who used to walk over Niagara Falls. People came from far and wide to see him. He would carry all sorts of things over the water. In the video we saw there was a royal visit, and though they had seen all these amazing things, not one of them wanted to go over in the wheelbarrow. The Duke suddenly felt he had better things to do. However, there was a little old lady who came out of the crowd and got into the wheelbarrow. Blondin pushed her over the falls and back again, to the astonishment of the crowd. The lady was Blondin's mother. Blondin had told the truth. He knew that he could safely get people over Niagara Falls and back in the wheelbarrow, but his listeners needed to trust him before the great truth could be demonstrated. We know that trust is a two-way thing. I want you to have a think about who you can really trust and whether or not people can trust you. I wonder whether or not you would have got into the wheelbarrow. Trust is a fundamental cornerstone of every successful relationship. But being a trustworthy person doesn't just happen. It takes commitment, dedication, and a choice to living an honest life. To trust yourself and be trusted by others, you have to be accountable in all areas of your life. If you are human, you know as well as I do, this can sometimes be a challenge. There are a few things that you can do, though, to help you become more trustworthy. Number 1, keep commitment in your word and deed. If you say you're going to do something, then do it. Be honest, even when the outcome will not be in your favour. It's always important to tell the truth. Be transparent. When you make a mistake, admit it. Be on time. When you're late, you're showing people that you don't value them or their time. Keep confidences. If someone has told you something, it's because they trust you. Don't share this with others. Don't gossip. Talking negatively about others behind their back erodes trust. Apologise if you've done something wrong, admit it quickly and ask what you can do to make it right. Be predictable. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Set the tone. Your attitude will cause a ripple effect with others. Make sure that that ripple effect is positive. I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make the prayer your own, you can say Amen at the end. Dear God, please help us to know who to trust, and help us to be truthful and trustworthy ourselves. Amen. We've come to the end of our worship for today. I hope that you've had a really good think today about the importance of telling the truth. And next time that you're in a situation where you might be faced with telling the truth or telling a little white lie, that you will choose the right path. Okay, we're going to blow out the candle, and as we do, we're going to say, Jesus is the light of the world, a light no darkness can put out. Have a lovely week, Forest and Sandridge, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.
Scattered words and empty thoughts seem to pour from my heart. I've never felt so torn before. Seems I don't know where to start, but it's now.